watching Let's Chat.
February is Heart Month, and we are continuing that theme here again on Let's Chat and News 12 Now. We are swinging the pivot this morning, talking with Dr. Elizabeth Hartman, who is with the Vascular Institute of Chattanooga. Dr. Elizabeth Hartman, good morning, and thanks so much for joining us.
Good morning. Thanks for having me.
Why is Heart Month so important for us to recognize and observe, and how does it tie in with what the practice is at the Vascular Institute?
Yeah, so Heart Month is important because heart disease is the #1 killer of Americans. And we want to shine light on that every February because it can also affect your peripheral vascular system, which is our goal at the Vascular Institute of Chattanooga. So when you have heart disease, more than likely you have other arterial disease in your body that can cause pain, limb loss, and that's our focus at the Vascular Institute, to save limbs and save lives. And so we want to recognize the lifestyle choices we make can sometimes not only affect the heart, but also the rest of your body.
And what are some of those lifestyle choices that we need to be on guard about and to hopefully get rid of in our lives?
So I would say the primary one is smoking. Unfortunately, a lot of people in our area are smokers, and chronic smokers can do very severe damage on the arteries. Also, hypertension, diabetes, obesity, hypercholesterolemia, and sedentary lifestyles are the main risk factors for heart disease.
You mentioned sedentary lifestyles. I want to ask you about some exercises or some steps to help get rid of that in our lives, which can be kind of tough to do once you're settled into your ways, right?
Correct. It can be very difficult to start a new routine.
And you're about changing patterns and changing habits. So how do you go about reducing your risk for a heart attack? Let's assume that you're not a smoker and you don't have hypertension and you do get a moderate amount of exercise. What else can we do to further reduce the risk for a heart attack or damage to the vascular system?
Yeah, so a moderate amount of exercise is good. I like to tell people walking is probably one of the easiest things we can do to kind of get our exercise endurance up. 30 minutes a day. Just get out and try to enjoy your weather, go walk your dog. As far as that goes, eating a healthy diet, avoiding high sugar foods, high processed foods, those in and of themselves, diet and exercise are kind of the biggest changes you can make. Even small changes, just avoid that one soda that you're going to have in the afternoon that can control your blood sugar, control your cholesterol, and therefore decrease your risk of having hypertension and diabetes in the future.
So there's a lot of small things we can do that add up to very big results.
Correct.
All right, men or women, who's more likely to get vascular disease, and is there an ethnicity breakdown on that?
Men usually are more likely to have heart disease. That doesn't mean women don't get it, but it is important because women sometimes go undiagnosed because they have other complaints, and sometimes providers don't give as much weight to women. They can have atypical symptoms of chest pain and vascular disease as men. As far as ethnicity or color, African Americans are more likely in the South to have peripheral vascular disease, or more likely to have complications from that, sometimes because they don't seek treatment until it gets to the advanced stages.
All right, let me ask you one final question. What are maybe 2 or 3 warning symptoms that we need to be cautious about and to look out for?
Definitely chest pain, sometimes shortness of breath, just fatigue in general, maybe difficulty walking. You can't do what you used to be able to do. Very difficult to get around. Sometimes if it doesn't happen in the chest, you can also have pain in your legs when you walk.
Right.
So you're trying to walk and you have pain in your legs, and that can be a symptom that the arteries are not healthy.
You should listen to your bodies always. Dr. Elizabeth Hartman, Vascular Institute of Chattanooga, thanks for joining us. And tell that Chris Lassar fella we said hello. Dr. Hartman, thank you very much. We'll see you back here tomorrow morning starting at 10.